Hello! Are you sick and tired of using your Celestial Nighthawk with your friends and missing the bullet like this?
Here we go!
I didn't know I didn't know it was possible to be this bad at a video game. Like, you have to be actively trying to be this dog shit.
Well, I sure am, because I'm sick of getting roasted. So if I got the exotic armor piece for you to put the Celestial Nighthawk in the dirt, I present to you the Star Eater Scales. Yeah. No more missing your one bullet with Celestial Nighthawk. Instead, you can miss all 3 bullets. Now, for today's video, we're using the Star Eater Scales. I know, it's obvious. Now, I know you're sick of seeing this in your feed because it got absolutely milked by every Destiny content creator. But here we have yet another one, and might I say, I am very late to the party, so very, very, very sorry about that. Anyway, Star Eater Scales. Let's go on to the build. What the Star Eater Scales actually does, basically it gets you your super faster, Orbs of Power, grant you more super energy, and whenever you have your super, it gets you more super damage. It used to only need 4 Orbs of Power, now you need 8 to get 4 stacks of Feast of Light, and might I just say, it is very, very, very good super. Now with this, we're going to be using Bottom Tree. You can honestly use whichever super you want with these exotics. It's very, very nice. It makes using Hunter supers extremely viable in nearly every activity. It gives your Arc Strider more ad clear usage because it deals more damage. It had a bug with Tether that I'm not even going to disclose because I'm sure you've heard of it. And it makes Quiver very strong, as well as Spectral Blades. Spectral Blades can be used for ad clear as well, but Arc Strider's better. And it even makes the Stasis super better as well. But for today, we're going to be using Bottom Tree Gunslinger, much like Celestial Nighthawk. Now, the one thing that I will note within this skill tree is, in fact, knock 'em down. Precision kills increase weapon stability and handling. That's not important. The important thing is your super does more damage when cast while this buff is active with 20 or more seconds remaining. So this will significantly increase the damage of your golden gun. Try to have it over 20 seconds. It has a max amount of 25 seconds, but try to have that up if you're trying to go for max DPS with your super. If you don't really care about that and you're just trying to clear ads, then ignore everything I just said. Moving on to weapons. For weapons, they can honestly be whatever you want. Just make sure you have weapons that can get you Orbs of Power at a very consistent rate. Orbs of Power are extremely important. It helps us get our super back very fast, and it gives us Feast of Light stacks, which then makes our super stronger. So in this case, I'm using a Wither Horde, Icolos SMG, and swapping it out between my Palindrome and Gnawing Hunger, because those are just the 3 weapons that I like to use for ad clear. And finally, my Rocket Launcher, just for boss DPS or major DPS, if you will. Very nice roll. I'm so happy I have it. And I have this one as well. Not sure which one's better. I'm pretty sure it's this one though. All right, now that we got our weapons out of the way, let's go to stats and then finally the mods. So for stats, don't look. Avert your eyes. It's practically a crime scene, I know. And just look at that 99. Oh my god, Spain without the S. But for stats, try to get max discipline as well as some high up mobility. Now, although this is a super build, I don't really recommend going intellect if you're going to be using one of the mods that I'm going to be going over called Font of Wisdom. If you don't plan on using Font of Wisdom though, then I would highly recommend going into intellect. Anyway, that's pretty much it in terms of stats. I'm going discipline, mobility, but you can use whatever else you want. Strength isn't really necessary if your mobility is high up. All right, firstly, I'll go over the elemental well mods and then the other 2, and then some side mods if I'm feeling frisky about it. So first one, elemental ordnance. Defeating a combatant with a grenade spawns an elemental well that matches your subclass energy type. That is the first one. The next one is elemental charge, and the third one is Font of Wisdom. Now with elemental charge, you just get 2 charge of light stacks whenever you pick up an elemental well. And finally, Font of Wisdom. Picking up an elemental well that matches your subclass energy type grants you a temporary significant increase in your intellect. This is massive in terms of super regeneration, and it lasts 30 seconds. Very nice. I highly recommend using it so you don't need to spec into intellect. Now the last 2 mods that we're using is Supercharge. It just gets us 2 extra slots of Charge of Light so we can have 4 instead of 2. And then the last mod is Energy Converter. And what this does is that it just consumes all our Charge of Light stacks and turns it into super energy. The more stacks we have, the more energy we get for our super. Now in our case, we're using 4 stacks, but you can go 5 if you really want to. I don't really think it's necessary though, but completely up to you. In terms of other mods, Bomber is very nice as well. Reduces grenade cooldown when using your class ability. Dynamo is good too. It reduces super cooldown when using your class ability, and Ashes to Assets is a good one to replace it with as well if you really want. Gain bonus super energy on grenade kills. And the last mod that I want to go over is Impulse Recycler. If you kill a crowd of enemies with a grenade, you will get a fat stack of grenade energy back, so highly recommend using it if you can. And that is all. I am finally done talking. My mouth is extremely dry. I need some water. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you want me to try any builds out in particular, then feel free to leave any suggestions down below. Also, if you have any questions, comment down below. I'd be more than willing to help you out. All right, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.